Giving feedback can be challenging, especially for quiet leaders who don't naturally lean towards confrontation or directness. Today, I want to share strategies for giving constructive feedback that align with your quiet leadership style, allowing you to be both effective and authentic. One of the strengths of quiet leaders is thoughtfulness. It's really important to use this to your advantage in preparing carefully when you're going to give feedback. Taking the time to reflect on what you want to communicate and why is critical. This really helps make sure that the feedback you're going to give is clear and constructive. Another key strategy is framing the feedback as a conversation, not just as a one-way communication. Instead of simply telling someone what to change, invite them into a discussion. Ask questions like, how do you think the project went? Or what challenges did you face? By doing this, you help ease the tension and you also encourage the other person to reflect on their growth. It's also important to be specific. Quiet leaders often soften feedback to avoid hurting feelings, but being specific is more effective. Instead of saying, you need to communicate better, try, I noticed that during the meeting, some key points weren't fully explained. It would help to provide more context next time. This makes the feedback clear without being harsh. Balancing constructive feedback with positive reinforcement is a powerful tool. It's easy to focus on what needs to be improved, but acknowledging the strength of someone else sets a positive tone, and it also makes the person more receptive to the feedback you're about to give. You're not just pointing out the areas that they need to improve on, you're also recognizing their strength, and that's important. It's also helpful to use I statements instead of you. For example, saying, I've noticed deadlines have been missed and I'm concerned about how that's affecting the progress of the project. It's a lot less confrontational than saying, you keep missing deadlines. It's a very small change, but it's a subtle shift and it makes the feedback less of an accusation and more like an observation, which can help avoid conflict. Timing is also very important when we give feedback. Sometimes it's very tempting to delay feedback because it might make us feel uncomfortable and we would rather wait instead of doing it now. But it's important to give feedback soon after the event so it's fresh in all people's minds. This helps making sure that the person understands what you're making a reference to and how you can take action quickly. Finally, make sure to leave space for the other person to also respond. Feedback should be a dialogue, not a monologue. Ask questions like, how do you feel about what I've shared? Or, what support do you need to improve? This shows that you value their input and it also allows for a more collaborative approach to growth. Giving feedback doesn't mean compromising your quiet nature if you're an introvert or forcing yourself to be someone you're not. You can prepare thoughtfully, you can frame the feedback as a conversation, you can show empathy, and you can give feedback that is both effective and authentic. So I don't know about you, but I would love to hear what strategies you found and what you find helpful in giving feedback as an introvert leader. If you have any thoughts, please share them in the comments.